With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Brown can't hit. Here's Oklahoma City now. And Williams punches it home.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Outside, Brown. Back to Tatum. Launches a three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Right side, Holiday. White for three. Hits a three-pointer.
There is no coach that does not ask his point guard to distribute the ball. Holiday did just that with that dime.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere. That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Back to Porzingis. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Holmgren. Tatum with a screen. The three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort, left side. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Missed inside. And White has got the ball here for the Celtics. Pass to Porzingis. Jacks up a three. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
Well, when Porzingis has an active and confident stroke, he can be dangerous from three.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Daigneault and I were able to chat. We talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum. He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all three levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Thunder trail by 4. And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like VA, he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about. A terrific big with skill, size, toughness. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Now here's Tatum. The three, Porzingis. Fires in the triple. Porzingis has got 6.
Yeah, I love the answer from Porzingis. Don't sleep on his three-point shot.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. 5 to shoot. There's a screen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the game. Pass to White. Holiday taking his time here. Out to the right wing. The kick out to White. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. White with the steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Porzingis. Outside White. Outside Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. Just 4 to shoot. Outside Tatum. And the Celtics another 3.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
The kick out to Williams. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 5 points in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The kick out to White. From deep. No good on the shot. It'll count. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far.
The Celtics, 12.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
Outside Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder with a lead. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Holmgren. Still without a bucket. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. Boston trailing. Tatum with it. And it's Dort picking him up. Outside, Holiday. White on the wing. Outside, Brown. Outside, Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Here's Brown. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Oklahoma City ball. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
And it's Caruso with the ball for the Thunder. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Williams. Screen by Holmgren. To the paint. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis, the height, the reach, just overpowering.
Shot clock at 5. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Boston on offense. No points yet here in the second quarter for him. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game, coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Kept alive. Here's Holmgren, and it's good. 2 points.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
And Holiday powers it home.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Jason Tatum.
Tatum gets the bucket.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Right, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Now here's Holmgren. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. And he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert.
Having added so much strength, Tatum can take the contact and stay balanced.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the contest. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Boston shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Thunder trail by 8. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Oklahoma City ball.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Outside, Williams. Hartenstein a screen. 3 on the clock. To the inside. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Boston ball.
Here's Holiday. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Porzingis sets a screen. It's Brown on the wing. White for three. Can't hit that one. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Williams with the screen. That'll count. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Monster buzzer beater. Helps carve into that deficit. It's anyone's game now.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a three-point game. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Inside. White with a steal. Porzingis, high post. Operating inside. Porzingis.
This is what an offense is supposed to do. You look for a high percentage shot, and Porzingis the beneficiary.
Dort outside for the tie. Sinks it from distance. Dort's got 6.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Outside Holiday. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
Not a good idea to take a nap. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and that athleticism. So much power. Way to get up.
Pass to Tatum. Brown with it. Tatum with a screen. Dort with a steal. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Holmgren. Over Porzingis. And it's Holmgren missing.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Holiday with the ball. And it's Dort picking him up. Down low. 5 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Boston foul.
One thing you can say about Boston, Graham, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league. and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from long range. It's hauled in by White. So it's Boston now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental's not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Another shot. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Holiday. Back to Porzingis. Dort with a steal. Caruso with it. Now guarded by White. Rebound Boston. Tatum looking it over. For the lead. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City gets it back. Caruso outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
So much speed from Shea. Used it there to get by the defense.
Got a piece of it. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Back to Williams. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Boston making a switch here. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Seconds left in the third. Pass to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
He just saw an open lane and went on the attack.
Freight train coming. He goes right up with it. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Call timeout. Thunder fans, here comes your opener.
Celtics trail by 4. Here's Tatum. He's got 10. Outside Porzingis. Outside Brown. Back to Porzingis. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Assisted by
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Wallace. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3.
the Celtics, 29.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Boston on offense. Brown with a screen. Here's Tatum. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Boston ball.
Here's Porzingis. Holmgren with the block. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Fires from deep. Holiday grabs the miss.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Outside White. Outside Tatum to the middle. 6 on the shot clock. And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Holmgren finishes with style in transition.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
Pass to Holiday. From deep three-point land. They get the rebound. Porzingis for 3. Again, the miss by Porzingis. Thunder leading.
Celtics foul.